Alright, and we're live. Woo! Okay, we are now on the second episode of In Between Places, which is a Curseborne campaign. Just a heads up to let everybody know, and a little bit of a celebration. Just in the first day, since the first episode of In Between Places, it wasn't even like 24 hours. They already reached their Kickstarter goals and they've been funded for about over 300%. So, congratulations to OnyxPath for getting their system funded. It's really good. It's really good. So, just if you guys want to continue to support the Kickstarter, there's a lot more fun things as you continue to fund this lovely TTRPG as Onyx delves back into horror with this system. You can continue to support that over at the OnyxPath. So, there are more campaigns for Curseborne in this spoopy season, and this is among one of them. And the gang is complete. Woo! We're all together now. I think one of the viewers pointed out that the network had no signal, and the irony is not lost on them. But don't worry, we have the network right here, which we will introduce soon. But for now, we will do a little bit of a recap. It has been a week. A lot of things happen in between, and we want to, refresh ourselves on what exactly happened in the last episode of In Between Places. We've established that the small town, somewhere in Midwestern America, is called Black Hollow Ridge. And we've also established that we are in the year 1999. Not so modern, is it? Don't worry, we'll get to that eventually. Despite this being a modern mythic storyline, where the horrors aren't exactly taking the form of, the usual legends. It takes on a form of the more, something within the cities, the towns. A slightly different story focuses on two souls that have met in interesting circumstances. We had Andy Church, who is a conspiracy theorist who runs the collective, the Church Collective, and they post a lot of their videos and found footage and all of their documentations, their blogs, in their own funded website. Back in the days, you could fund your own site. You can put it up over in the interwebs, and they are quite known. And there's a neutral approach that they know that Church is a bit quirky in the town. Like, they know that she's always after the cryptids, the monsters, which nothing much really happens here in this town, or does it? So, and then if we turn to another character played by Tobie, who is Zed. Zed is your run-of-the-mill worker. He does work at the factory, which is, I believe we called it Calder, but a little bit of a rewrite, as we now have the character's full name. It's Calderon Factory. So, the Calderon Meat Factory is the town's, shall we say, lifeblood in terms of the economy and how it gets people their work. And Zed is one of the people benefiting from the jobs involving the meat factory. He works a lot of shifts with his friend Rex, his only close friend so far in the shifting hours. He was supposed to meet John Calderon for the last time you recall ever interacting with him is more on high school level. Not really, not close, but you guys were mutuals. You basically knew he's the heir. He's the one who will inherit the family business later down the line. And you guys were gonna meet up at the sinkhole. Sinkhole is like the rite of passage of a lot of people in that town. If you get to the drinking age, you most likely will drink at Sammy's sinkhole. Fortunately, a text came up that they would not arrive because, something came up. They haven't really explained exactly why, and that is where you met Church. Shenanigans ensue. There was an invite in the span of that 24-hour window. You were pulled into the mountainous areas to try to capture what seems to be a Wendigo. A Wendigo storyline. Try to get footage of it at night. But what happened exactly, you're not sure if it's a Wendigo anymore. Definitely on its two legs, definitely has teeth because it bit Church, but in that instance, there was the compulsion to run away. You found the ability that you got the monster to let go when you told it to stop, when you said, bad dog, stop. It somehow dropped Church. Church made a run for it, and somehow you guys find yourselves back in the parking lot where the car was. Distance wise, you guys walked for a couple of hours. You went deep into the trenches, finding the false rock and the weird terrains, and somehow you guys blipped back into the parking space. Conversations happen back and forth, a little bit of tension and a little bit of miscommunication, and and we more or less left the story with Zed returning to work, realizing all this, all being in Cloud 9. He returns back to reality, having to, be the breadwinner for his family, and his workmate Rex saw something and had to cover up for him that you were here, but you just left abruptly. And now you are meeting with HR, Catherine, who rumors have been told that she has killed someone. Why is she working for the meat factory? You don't know. She's a convicted felon. But now she is human resources, and the intimidation of her reputation lets you follow her into one of the separated buildings, the administration building, climbing up the steps to open the door. We left it right there, in which the door now opens. Just for a little bit of a time fixing loopy-loop, in this, as you guys are talking, this is all happening within the month of December. I know we mentioned like months back. We're just pulling back a bit that the burger instance where you guys met was probably a couple of months back, but the Wendigo hunt happened probably in the 1st of December, and like a couple of weeks have passed, and now you're returning to work, and with the busyness of work, you being called, this is already like leading up to the end of December of 1999. So now we paint a scene as you open the door, and you see the standard fare, very minimalist office. There's a brown wooden desk, blinds, a very yellowish fluorescent light that kind of flickers a little bit, few flies that fly around from the humidity of the weather around. The air is a bit sticky, but the air here's a bit more cooler. There's a bit of ventilation as someone's sitting at the chair. No labels, of course. And we shift over to John. Okay, John, try to describe what your character's wearing, and their general countenance for everybody.
At the office.
Yes, it's like the administration,
Basically, right?
on the factory area, there's like this area where there's like office. It's just purely for clerical. You don't meet people in the meat area, obviously, or the storage facility. You usually have most of your meetings here, but it's still within the vicinity of the smelly, stinky area of the meat factory.
No, it's fine. The irony that I actually know what this is like in real life. I just come to realize. So we have this is so Tobie's, or sorry, Zed.
Yes.
Yes, Zed.
And, I guess it's just like a regular. So you describe it's a regular office. I would be. What time of day is it?
It is nighttime because this is night shift.
Okay, so yeah, it's a cool evening, I suppose, at this point. So Yeah, I'll just go with it. Like I have my suit jacket on, draped over the chair. I just have like a regular shirt on underneath, and kind of just killing time. Oh wait, 99. Would I have my phone on my? I do have a computer.
Yeah, it's there's Macintosh, there's Windows 95 and whatnot. So
Yeah. Windows Millennium Edition.
nice.
Certified will not crash to the Millennium virus.
Yeah. Hmm.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. So
Um.
you start.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm just like I seem to be looking at some spreadsheets, or you think I'm looking at spreadsheets? I'm just like looking at this box screen. I'm like
Yeah. All right.
moving this blocky mouse around.
Real question to Zed. A question to Zed. Has your face from high school changed from the current, well, the present you, or is there still like similarities to how Zed dressed up in high school to his present day?
Um, I think Zed's younger years was looking also at his stats. He was one of the rising athletes back then. So he had always been bulkier and thicker than expected. But clearly he has, I guess you could say, always hidden his geeky side, his nerdy side. Which now he sort of tries to embrace more. So he in high school he was mostly sports gear. Maybe he was still in uniform most of the time, or occasionally in those what's the more common term for the sando. But now
Tank
top?
Yeah.
yeah, but now he's now more collared shirts and the like. He's trying to look a bit smarter. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, John character should recognize him, but notice as well that he, I guess my character looks less intimidating because suddenly he seems to have a softer side.
Less his old look.
Yeah. Because back then I was surrounded with athletes, so it was a lot of a lot of very gung ho feels.
Very ano ba to? Small town. It's kind of a small
Yes.
town vibe.
Yeah, Midwestern.
How big is the
Population
big
less
is
than
the
1,000. Less than 1,000.
Ooh. Yeah, that's small.
Yeah.
I would definitely recognize Zachary Dunn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a friend. I'd be like a schoolmate. So like it's a small school. I went out for college, came back after, so it's been a bit. Worked in the business. Okay, so I might have seen you around the factory.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is why I responded to your invite.
Yeah. No, it's more or less you invited him. So just a little bit of context, a little bit. You did invite him over to talk about something. But knowing that Reeves, the PETA activist who has been doing his one-man show, knowing he was going to be there, he's be like, I'm sorry, I'm out. You can you can tell him why, because as far as you just said you couldn't come anymore. You haven't actually answered why you bailed in that moment. So you can start this small talk. How do you actually talk to Zed? Do you talk to him like you did in school? Because it's a weird thing because you had kind of like the rich kid status of like, oh, the guy whose family owns the meat shop, the meat factory. So
the business, the big business.
Yeah, who's funding everyone? Like everyone's family works there, kind of vibe. So they kind of know you, and you were schoolmates with Zed. So how do you start up the conversation? Because you did call him here.
Okay, so Yeah. Zachary. Have a seat.
I actually prefer the name Zed now.
Oh.
I look around. Am I in trouble?
Uh,
Still at the door.
in trouble for what? No, no, not at all. Okay. Take a seat then.
It's just that Rex mentioned there was something. In my head, I'm like, damn it! I should have asked Rex for more details. I was supposed to be, and I didn't. So I kinda, you know.
I love this.
Uh, you might want to catch me up on that. Don't worry, you won't get into trouble. Because in my head, because I want to know what's going on. So yeah, have a seat. No, you won't get into trouble. I promise you that. I'm not gonna fire you.
At that moment,
Great. I walk in.
at
Yeah.
that moment, I'm not gonna fire you. Hear the closing, the sharp close of the door, letting you, signaling you that Catherine is still at the door nearby, listening in on the conversation. So it's like the HR is still present, but she's not in the room. She's
Mhm.
outside.
Yeah,
I'm
close the
glancing at the door. I close
Come
it
in, close the
behind
door.
me. I walk up to your desk and I sit down at one of the chairs facing the desk. If this isn't about, well, not that there's any reason I should lose my job, right? I mean, if there were, you would say it. So I guess there isn't. Um,
No.
Hi.
Yes. Hi. So how was the dinner? I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I had a sudden emergency hit me.
Oh
But you know,
man. You mean the back at Sammy's, right?
yes, yes.
I'm telling you, man. I never thought I'd ever be religious, but now I think I want to start going to church.
Oh, why is that?
Oh, you don't know about church?
I mean, I wasn't there.
Can we start over? Because I think I'm confused why I'm here.
All right. Just as that cue, a little bit of a flashback. So, just this is like an hour ago. This is in the vehicle of
Mhm.
of John. Of course, you're not meant to drive. You have your own driver, and you're sitting at the back with Catherine. There's a serious look on their face. She, of course, throws away the cigarette out on this like ragged terrain leading up to the meat factory, and she goes, I'm not sure why the sudden distancing, given the amount of issues your family's going through, but I'm glad you came to at least deal with this minor inconvenience. Catherine smells strongly of uh, like the very strong red cigarette. Uh, like for all you know, she could have been a trucker in another life. That's how strong. And like the way she's a bit, she's trying her best to sit up, but she kind of slouches every now and then. She goes, "Your family did a lot for me to be in this position, and I hope you understand how lucky you are to be their son, especially after you more or less abandoned them." She looks at John and goes, I like, do you still want to know what's happening in the company, or do you really continue to cast a blind eye? Because I can tell you as much as I can, give you the brief.
Okay. Let me get this right, Kat. You want me to help clean up the recent mess, right?
No, that's not
Take part.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
No, just take part in helping clean up this recent PR mess you guys are in.
There's been a lot of problems. You know how it is with these kinds of big family businesses. All eyes are on us. It didn't help that there was one man who's been trying to get into the facilities for one, ransacking, and there's been an incident. Things that were a couple of livestock has broken out. We believe that the individual isn't responsible for that, but it caused problems. It. You sure you don't want me to go through all of it?
Fine. Give me a brief, so I can be your talking head.
We need to establish at least that there will be people who have seen it to not speak in the matter. We don't want to cause a public uproar. There has been an injured trucker. We don't know if they have died, but is a well-beloved is apparently one who sets up during lunch hours or during the late nights to give food to those that are working late. Something happened to the food truck. They've been attacked by Zed. She trails off livestock.
Right.
I wasn't able to determine if this Zachary Gunn was in the vicinity, but according to the roster, he was supposed to be there with Varanus Rex. But the Varanus said that the man was there, they just happened to leave because of a family emergency of sorts. You would have to make a decision on whether they did see whatever it is their workmate has seen. I've gotten them to sign an NDA. For Zachary, we're not so sure. If he wasn't there during his line of work, we may have to give him some disciplinary action for missing shift work. There are rules that 2 people should be at the same time working shifts, not just one. But if he was there and he avoided us, we need to know why. Why we didn't see him the whole time. Because I'm pretty sure I looked in the entire facility and did not find him there. So either, and if Rex is discovered lying, I'm afraid we might have to let him go. We cannot have lies in our company.
Right. Hold on a sec. As far as I know, the reason Zachary's or Zed's character, or Zed rather, wasn't there was because I asked him to go somewhere.
No, this was months ago. This was like a previous interaction where you guys were supposed to meet. You did a casual.
So this is
this
this is
sped up.
independent day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just the timing is just okay. So as far as I know, he just did actually vanish.
It's like he vanished into thin air during a shift. But his friend's saying he was there. But, you know, Catherine's kind of sus. Looked around, he wasn't there. And if we can determine from the horse's mouth that, yes, he wasn't there, you know, he'll get the disciplinary action as with Rex, who lied.
So, well, that's out of my hands, I guess. But we'll see. I do not control Cat's action,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Well, the way you'll be helping us is to try to at least look like you're taking part of the family business and trying to help out with whatever this is. They need a more neutral face. More. You will be inheriting the business after all. You need to look like as if you actually give a damn about the business.
Yes, as the family has often reminded me, it's all gonna be yours. Just gotta put up with all of this crap that we throw at you. I understand. Yes. Okay, let's get to it.
Right. So with that,
So
Fast forward to
I guess we
now. Yep. Fast.
hopping back.
Yes.
Flashback scene over. Okay. So I'm just like, look, Zed.
Yes.
Yeah, deal with me straight, and I'll help you out. Yeah.
Whatever way I can help. I mean, let's face it. You're the reason I can pay the bills. So
Yeah. Sure. Exactly. So tell me about this evening.
this evening.
So my character is basically trying to hint at the incident that they're worried about. Like, oh, uh,
Oh. Hold
I'm sorry. Is it just me or is it
on. John broke.
robotic?
John broke for a moment. Hold on.
He's cutting up out.
Curse! The curse!
Okay, so it wasn't just me. For a moment, I was thinking it was just me.
It was a curse. It was a curse. Hold on. John, you are cracking.
Yeah, we are Curseborne indeed.
I hope we get cursed dice every time this happens.
No. Oh no.
Here too, though.
Wait, hold on.
Anyway, so where were
There
we?
you go.
You stable? You
Sorry,
stable?
John. You have to repeat. You went internet issue earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, the network had issues. So I'm basically trying to ask him in a not so subtle but not so subtle way. He said, "Nah, just talk to me about what happened." And I'll do my best. I promise I'll do my best to make sure that we'll handle things with you.
Last night. You're curious about what happened last night.
Yeah, of course.
You know about last night.
Well, I mean, it is our business. It's our job to know.
Eyebrow raises. Oh man. So yeah. I kinda snuck into your office and used your bathroom.
Around what time was that?
Wait, you mean last night, not the other night? I'm sorry, that was the other night. Whatever, forget about that. Last night,
Right.
that was when you were calling and I wasn't answering your calls, right? And it was supposed to be at Sammy's, and there was this woman, and she was like, "Take a chill pill, calm down, boy." And I'm like, "What's up?" And suddenly I realized, oh snap, she's got a boyfriend, So I kind of like thought maybe she and her boyfriend aren't too happy, but I'm like, not. So
Okay.
we decided to how do you know all about this?
I mean, it's a small town.
Oh, so you know that we headed to the hills, like, and she's into weird stuff, and some chicks dig the weird stuff, and I thought maybe I could dig the chicks that dig the weird stuff, and
Okay.
I was like trying to see if I could like be brave and all, but we kind of like blizzard, and suddenly we like let's bounce, and we're totally bugging out of the hills, and next thing you know we're at the car, even if we don't know how much time has passed, and I don't think we did drugs or nothing, but yeah. But I was at work. And that's why none of that really happened because I was at work the whole time with Rex.
Of course, you were at work the whole time with Ren.
Yes.
I reach over and like pat his shoulder. We'll take care of all things. Zed, don't worry. Thanks for telling me your story.
I'm losing my job, ain't I?
No, you're not losing your job.
Okay.
But
Do you know you have? Do you know you have
yes.
lizards in your company?
Yeah, I sure do.
Like weird
In my-
lizard, like lizard people. Like, well, not that I believe there really are any, but I think that's what I read. Some people think there are.
Yeah, we got some real old lizards here. In my head, I'm thinking of cat.
Wow.
like,
Bad.
I'm not. I'm just like, oh my gosh, my cat and some other older relatives. So I'm just like,
No way. I mean, you think there really are lizard people in this company? I mean, what's the 411 on that?
uh, tell you what, I'll let you know if I need your help. Uh, yeah.
Ooh, as
Um,
real quick as
are you on?
while you're tapping and having this conversation, I need you to so I need you to make a uh wits and esoterica real quick. Your esoterica is
Sino si
2.
Zed?
No, you, John. You will
Oh,
roll.
me.
Yes.
Yikes.
Oh wait, not wits.
Esoterica is.
You will use cunning, so that's 4 plus your esoterica, which is so that's a 6 total.
So 6. Okay.
Yeah, I am learning stuff.
So we're using the D10s here.
Yes,
1, 2,
because it says
3,
here,
4,
make an
5.
esoterica action. Ah, you will have questions.
What is our?
It's a D10.
What is our difficulty? Oh, it's terrible. I got no successes.
No, wait, hold. What? No. What?
3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. Terrible roll. I used all my luck on the race.
Oh, jeez. Sad. Okay.
Oh,
Big sads. It's okay. Wait, let me check real quick. Would you want to use the bond you have with them to just roll one more dice? Just because
Go for it.
if you do that, you get 2 enhancement, which is a 2d10. So if you are
okay, sure. That's
you're building this connection with
a
him.
4. It's a 4.
So did you roll 2d10? Just it's 2.
Oh, sorry. 2D10.
Yes.
My bad. Let me clear that out. 1, 2.
Oh,
it's a
10 and 7.
okay, so at
There
least
we
you have 1 success. So you can ask the following. So what happens to you is that when you kind of get close and you touch, you're feeling that thing again when you're approaching people. You remembered this little trial and errors, and as you patted Zed, you could almost taste them. You can taste the burger that they ate, oddly enough. Their emotions, almost like of nervousness, is a bit sour. Bit of their nervousness and the fluttering feeling. So you get to ask, because of this one question, what kind of supernatural being are they? What's their highest bond rating? Like, who are they the closest to? Are they currently under the effect of something magical? What are they good at?
So I can ask one of these questions.
Yeah, and then
get an
it'll
answer
manifest.
to their
Yeah, you have 1
essence,
success.
basically.
Yeah, because you can taste it.
Mm, Well, I kind of want to get to know. Okay, wait. I can. Ano ulit yun? So I wait. Sorry.
I'll post the
What kind of magic beings they are?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Post
Yes,
it,
and then
and
we'll
I
role
will.
play. And in the meantime, while this is happening, can you roll me an intellect? No, an emotional roll. Sorry, this is for Tobie. This is for Zed. Can you roll me something with empathy, an emotion and empathy? Emotional
Yeah,
roll.
empathy and what attribute?
We'll have to go for either composure. You can opt for composure or
Okay,
resolve, whichever works better for you.
composure's fine.
All right.
Prepping my dice. That
One
is
is
a
a D4.
4 on composure
There's
and 3 on roll.
you have
Oops, let
one.
me fix
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
It when roll adjusts, it moved to the other die by mistake.
It's okay.
So I'll have to do this slower.
Where'd you send
Yeah.
the thing?
In
There you
Discord.
go. Aha!
Ah,
I have rolled nicely.
Ooh.
That's a 10 and 2 8s, 2 6s, a 4 and a 3.
All right.
Which? Oops.
How many above 8? One.
Which of the options would allow me to? Which of the options in a practical level would basically allow me to suss out getting to know Zed better?
Status effects or what are they? Are two things that you can
Go with
ask.
what are they? Let's go with what are they?
Immediately, you're seeing like this something that's wrapped around them, almost like vines, blackened veins all around them. It's weird. You've never seen people have this, except for maybe camera. It's okay.
Except who?
Sorry. Except for maybe Catherine. And that
Oh.
that person, that actually no, that child. You flash a memory as you remember those blackened veins. Like this is like more of a flashback as you realize you remembered your family. They were with blackened veins. Then this child in one of the rooms looking back at you, teenager also with blackened veins. You see Zed with that, and in that moment, it creates a clash. So both of you will get a curse dice for this as it manifests.
Okay.
Cursed!
You immediately feel like, at least for Zed, it's, you know, that feeling that someone is looking into the window of your house that you don't know. Like someone just peered into your soul kind of feeling. Like you immediately feel like people saw stuff that they weren't supposed to see. There's an immediate violation of sorts, but you don't know what. Like when he was patting you, when he was
And I
looking
can't tell where it's coming from.
You can feel it when he was touching you. The hands were cold, and almost as if it's like pulling away like the warmth from your body.
I withdraw my hand, startled, and I stare at John. And as I'm looking at John, I'm like, what just happened?
I look at him and I'm like, what happened?
Dude, what did you just do?
I patted your shoulder.
No. I don't think. I slowly stand up. This is freaking me out, man. What did you just do?
So I'm obviously just trying to hide like that. I just glimpsed him. I'm just like, Uh, look, maybe you're not feeling too well. I mean, you were feeling really stressed out when you came in here.
No.
You're not feeling too well. You need to go. You need to call it a day or something.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm gonna bounce, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna. I still have my job, so I'm gonna
still
bounce
have
and
your
get some
job.
rest, so I can go back to work tomorrow.
Exactly.
And
Sounds good to
I
me.
I shake off the hand that he touched, as if I could still feel something. And I look at him, and so we good, we square, we bye, and I head for the door.
As as you were staring at him for a while, you actually notice, as because of the clash and the effect of the cursed dice, you're seeing tucking from underneath his collar branch like blackened veins around his neck.
Sorry, who sees this? On
Zed
who?
sees it on John, poking out of his collar,
Okay.
this blackened
That's
branch,
annoying. Oh well.
and you turn away.
I'm probably, I'm probably unconsciously also fiddling with my collar as I see it and rush out.
Yeah, as you rush out, the door opens and you are face to face with the HR manager, Catherine.
The actual scary.
And then her eyes,
Nope, I'm bugging.
she puts a hand on you, and it's a very firm hand as he looks at John. Is he free to go?
Yeah, he's free to go. I'll see you in the morning, Zed.
And then she lets go.
Yeah,
She doesn't look at you now.
I
It's
stare
like,
at her.
she doesn't look at you now. She's like,
Mhm.
eyes shift from you to John.
I'm that close to her, and in my mind, I'm raising lizard person, lizard person, lizard person, and I hurry down the corridor and leave.
Yeah, when he does that, I'm like, well, come on in.
She closes the door.
So, I okay. So basically, at this point, I just tell her what I found out, except for the blackened veins. I have the same thing.
Okay. So he has seen
So I
something.
just let her know, okay, this is what happened. This is what he told me. La 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 la. La.
You're meaning to tell me someone else was there and saw something, and saw the livestock?
Sounds like you have a bit of an issue, which I helped you uncover.
I'll be sure to put on some surveillance, tap into some phones, see who else he has interacted with. What did he give any names on who he was with so we can look into it?
Well, he mentioned. Okay, so a little out of character. He did mention running into. Um, what was the name of the? Did you drop a name? No. You just mentioned there was this lady.
Mm-hmm. Where?
Is that right? I
Yes.
forgot the name of the lady.
Did you mention a lady? This is where it's at.
The player forgot it. You mentioned.
I did mention church, but I mentioned I wanted to start seeing church.
Okay.
Seeing church. Okay. Would I have caught that?
It was an odd phrase. It wasn't going to church. It was seeing church. So
You can roll
could, like, pick up
for
on that.
you can roll for intellect and enigma if you'd like, and then
Yeah.
add your curse dice.
Let me see if that works. So, intellect and what?
Intellect
Enigmas?
and enigma. Yes.
Okay, let's see if I figure it out.
Time. We'll give it time.
Okay, there, it was dropped. I see a blue screen with a guy holding his head.
Okay. Now we're back. We're back.
Oh.
Just
And
give
we're back!
a Curseborne and not two difficulties, but also just a heads up, it is raining as well over in Australia, so it's like Philippine internet.
Ooh.
Like the weather will affect things, but don't worry, we're still here. We're live. Just making sure we are still live.
Oh.
Everybody can see us. Okay, we're
So
back.
the Cursed Network isn't just the player, or is it?
Dun dun dun. Okay, we're back.
Ah, yes, it's not just the player.
Sure.
Oh no, Mars, come
No.
back.
What? Did I disappear?
I
It's
think
game.
this is what happened when the signal goes through daylight savings.
Oh no, I'm still here. I'm still here. Hello? Can you hear? Am I still here?
Hello,
Yeah, we can hear you
hello.
now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this game is cursed. It's Curseborne.
Okay, but can you make the
Oh,
roll,
no.
please? Just so I can the intellect and enigma. Just I didn't see the numbers. It's just red dice for me right now.
Oh, okay. So I'll read it out. I rolled a 3, 4, 10, 2, 9, 10.
Okay, so you
So
have
2 10s and a 9.
tens. Okay, that's actually really good. The way it goes through your mind is you're flitting through, like it feels like it's like snapshots, and like you're going through threads and connections, and it feels like like really snap cuts of images. You're seeing the sinkhole, and you're seeing a face that you wish you didn't see, which was Reeves, the PETA activist. The one who has splashed red paints all across the floors of the grounds. And a woman's face. And then you see the symbol. What was the symbol of the church collective?
Sorry, the church symbol?
Yeah, what's the church collective symbol in your website? It's a triangle. You're seeing like flashes of triangles. The sinkhole.
Nice.
Somebody walking into the bar with this scandalous look. Shift to like a woman's face. A triangle again. And they were beside.
Ist das hier die Kurs?
So. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So there are two places you can look. You can tell Catherine, the sinking hole, and the biggest tie-in. This woman to you at least. There's a triangle. There's a website that you can look into. Do you want to actually go use the internet to try to look into the website?
Yeah, I'll use my computer. I won't tell her about the website, but I will tell her about the sinkhole.
Will you tell her about Reeves, the PETA activist?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll just tell her, like, actually, you know what? I'll just tell her, sure. Like, maybe, but how do I connect? Anyway, I just made a leap of deduction. I'm like, maybe look into Reeves. Wasn't he causing you trouble lately? Could be
Yeah.
out there.
Yes, it's
around.
not just me, but the entire company. This business. It's not easy to remove red paint
Right.
off the ground.
Causing us trouble.
Do you tell
Hmm.
Catherine, because you did see a flash of an image with Zed with this lady? Take like the I would like to see church. It's starting to like church collective. Catherine's waiting for anything.
I walk back to my computer and check their website.
Alright. This would warrant you another roll. Yeah, you're just on a roll right now. Technology. Use technology and intellect.
Okay, 6 dice. Yes, I am a modern man with all this stuff. Okay.
You're the one who
8, 8, 4, 10, 8, 9. Yeah, everything's a success except for that 4.
Oh my god, this is so dramatic. So, you know, remember the Twilight movie in which, like, you know, that really fast typing and then the flashes of the website. So, we're referencing the
White mouse.
click click typing. With the things you've seen, the church collective seems to be a conspiracy site that has a lot of cryptids, blogs, photos. I want to ask, Andy, did you put the recent upload of what happened in the mountains over in the website?
Yes.
Oh, so
Yes.
the first thing you actually click on is the video footage of the panic state of like screaming. There was like static involved, but you could have heard sworn in that static you heard the word meat.
Okay.
There was dragging, there was running, and then it being at the parking lot. Um, and what was Andy's caption in that video? Just so I know what John is reading at with the caption of the video.
Lizard folk attacked me. I have proof, and I will expose it for all.
I look to Kat and I'm like, well, turns the CRT monitor dramatically. Looks like I found your problem. Ta-dum.
All right, we cut the scene real quick. I want to know where Zed is running. Where are you going?
Oh, wait, should we have more church scenes still?
No, don't worry. I just want to know where you're established before I move over to. Just so I know.
Oh, because I was kind of hoping to go where church is.
Oh, okay. Oh, have the only thing you know so far, in the meeting places is Sam's sinkhole, and you kind of like look around. She's not there. You try to go to the parking lots where you guys last hung out and tried to talk about things. Not there. It's almost as if she's a ghost. It's like, you look around, and as your mind was still on church, we shift.
Yes.
Shift to that scene, and she says, "Where are you?" You're comfy in the bed. I want to actually establish what would you have recurring nightmares of that lizard nom nom.
Recurring nightmares. I don't think so. I actually will say no because I'm bleeding. It's very real. I know it happened, but it's more of a decision on where to take the information.
Okay. I believe you're kind of staying in a very like hard bed. Common for most bunker type shelters, especially the one that your dad made. You hear clinking of the cups as there's this man with a bit of a belly. The years have not been kind, but he's still a very much strong man. He has his tank top. It's a bit of thinning as he hands over like this tin cup with your preferred drink, just how you always like it as a child. We have a lot of these in stock. You're set.
Thanks, Dad. And Andy actually has dyed her hair black now. That's probably why it's so difficult for Zed to find her. She's dyed her hair black, and now she broadcasts from an undisclosed location, IK, also known as her dad's bunker.
So,
Thanks, Dad.
So in that moment, he goes, does that? He kind of points at the wound. We're gonna need to change the bandages soon.
Yeah, I guess I could go to the nurse to get it changed. I know you don't like dipping into your stock.
No, it's fine. It's sure it's safe out there. There's been a lot of animal attacks. We don't have alligators in this side of town.
Wasn't an alligator I keep telling you there's something wrong at that factory. I start letting him change the dressing on the wounds.
I can't. So it's like he's looking. So you're meaning to tell me there are alligators in that meat factory? Or lizards? Crocodiles?
I think so. I mean, you've heard Reeves rant about it last Thanksgiving, right?
How be you and Reeves? I haven't heard from him since you got here.
Well, I'm sleeping in your bunker, so
Well,
tells you how we are.
that's good, because I've been telling him, like, when he's been calling non-stop in the landline, I had to disconnect it. It's been getting annoying.
That's good. I think we really need to disconnect. You know, just go dark for a bit. I know I'm still uploading my videos, but I can't help but feel that there's something out there and it doesn't want the truth to come out.
It's always the truth. The more we try hard to pull it out, it's like pulling teeth. Sometimes you just let the teeth fall out. Let it rot. Let it fall. And in a moment,
I see.
while he's making gibberish, it sounds like, typical doomsday sayer. As he goes, you hear a very harsh bell ring in the bunk to let you know that somebody is ringing the front door. It's a very harsh sound inside the bunker. And he goes, don't worry, stay right here. I'm gonna go check. You can look over it.
Jesus, did it have to be that loud?
Sorry about that. It's good.
I'll come with. I pull on a flannel pull over and follow him discreetly from the back.
Okay. He does tell you can stay in the bunker, look over at the security footage. I've set it up in all the corners of the house, even in the front door. Do you want that, or you still want to follow me? I don't think it's safe. If it could be the lizard man's
I have
after
a
you.
feeling I know who this is.
Hey, he cocks the shotgun. He's ready for it. I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
I love you, Dad.
He walks in and he goes, "Who goes there? No trespassers will be shot." And he goes, and you hear a familiar voice. "I know you're in there, Andy. We need to talk." Andy?
Talk to him, Dad.
Says, "I told you she's not. I know she's here. She always goes here when we have a problem. And I'm not afraid of your gun, sir. A little bit, but not really." And then he goes,
I'll talk to him, Dad.
he says, "I can just shoot him on the leg. Make it clean."
We're gonna have to explain that to the police. I know Ben can usually get us out of trouble, but I don't think we'll get away with murder this time.
It's not gonna be murder. I'll make sure he lives to remember that. I can hear you from out
You're
here. It's like, just say the word.
I'll talk to him, Dad. I'll talk to him.
Like,
Put the gun away.
it's like he's still holding the gun, kind of like he stays standing where he's unmovable, like he's ready to shoot when needed. And you see from the very dirty screen door, man, Reeves is usually like, he would have his like, a nice getup, like clean shirts, pants, but they look unkept now. Like his usual routine to be, a bit more presentable is not there. Looks like they've ran and they're nervous. Are you gonna let me in? Are you gonna keep me in here?
I think we're just gonna talk by the door, where it's easier for you to run in case my dad decides not happy with you. What do you think about that?
Look, I'm freaking out right now. Some scary
Why?
woman just went to her apartment looking for you and me. I had to run.
I'm sorry. Who? Feds?
I
FBI?
just seemed like Fed. I couldn't remember the face. It was,
NSA?
I don't know. I just ran. Okay, Um,
Shit. All right, come in.
so the screen was dark, and when you opened the door, his shirt, like, it wasn't just dirty. You realize it's bloodied.
Shit.
I think someone.
What happened?
I think someone just tried to.
Did they attack you?
I think someone just tried to kill me, man. I think I was shot.
Shit.
But there's the freaky.
Shit. All right.
Here's the freakiest part. He lifts his shirt, and then like you see that. Hey, because he's slowly lifting his shirt. What looks to be, what should have been a gunshot wound. Like there's blood everywhere, coagulated. There's
Yung mga nasa ads.
there's like, it's okay. And when you see where he should have been shot, like it looks like he got shot from the back twice. There's no wound. It's just a scar.
Pull him in, and
I think I'm supposed to be
just
dead.
help him out of his shirt.
Yeah, the kid takes it off.
Right.
I think I'm supposed to be
We're calm.
dead. I got shot in the back.
calm,
Those
we're
kinds
calm.
of shots would kill. I'm alive. I'm alive, and I'm here.
Probably missed you. It probably missed you. We're gonna check. I'm gonna get like a wet dish rag from the kitchen and quickly wipe off the blood. Are there wound marks or just?
This is, you can actually see like the bullet exited, and that's usually the type that could kill because it's shot right in the heart. Like it was a precise shot, and he's alive. There's 2 holes. I'm supposed to be dead. I don't know. This.
You're gonna calm down right here.
How am I
Calm
supposed to
down.
be
I
calm? I'm
give
supposed to be
my
dead.
drink. My hot.
I think I don't know where they are.
It's okay.
I just ran.
It's okay.
Is
We're
it
gonna take a
assassin?
video of this, and then we're gonna show it to a professional.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get my camera. You're gonna be calm.
Like
Drink that.
like the dad's like, you see the dad look confused at the gun. That's definitely a shot from. Like he mentions a handgun, a very specific handgun, at that close range, he says, "Turn around, boy," and then like he turns around, and you see like the explosion where it hits on impact in his shoulder blade. Yeah, that would have pierced through his shoulder blade, his lungs, and come out of his heart. Like that's a kill shot. He goes, "Coward shot
Alright,
you
we're
from
gonna
behind.
have to keep him here then.
Did anyone follow you? Did you see anyone?" He says, "I don't know. I just ran. I just tried to look for, like, if I'm getting shot at, you might get shot at. Someone's trying to hunt us down."
How did you get shot? So this woman, she goes to your apartment. You open the door and she just shot you?
She was saying if you were in the house, and if I was like, I asked for a warrant. Obviously, you can't just do that. She kicked down the door, so strong, threw me to the floor. I tried to crawl, and I got shot twice. The thing was, I just wanted to run, and like I stayed still for a while. She moved around in the apartment. It was terrifying. I was bleeding out. I could feel myself bleeding out, and I think she thought I was dead because she left. Door was still open. I got up, and bullets came out of my chest. I don't know what's.
Hey. Alright. She thinks you're dead. But also, you gotta get those bullets. Those are proof.
Bullets are still. I don't want to go back to the apartment.
You don't have to. I'll go.
Does it
Stay
say
here. Dad, you're gonna have to let him into the bunker. I know you hate him, but you're gonna have to.
And then I can see that look. No, I'll put him in the shed.
Or the shed, sure. It's
No.
safe, 100%. Look. Reeves, look at me. She thinks you're dead. You have a good few hours before she starts realizing that you're not.
Okay. Alright. Wait, I'm trying to remember.
We'll get those bullets.
She looks so familiar. It's like, I feel like I've seen her before. Like, she feels like a very known criminal or something. Like, I've seen her on TV. She's from town.
Can you go connect the phone? I need to call the police station.
Okay, alright, okay. Like, that's a... He kind of plugs back the wire and goes, into the shed.
I quickly dial the police station.
Yes. Well, are you having a direct contact with, your contact, Tommy? Are you talking to Tommy specifically, or just making a 911?
Yes, I am calling Tommy. My Tommy specifically.
Yeah. And he goes, and you just hear him like he's kind of in a mid-conversation. You have some nerve to what? Who's this? I told you not to call.
Tommy, it's me.
Oh.
It's me, Church.
Look, I don't have the time right now. There's been things going around. There's too much paperwork. What do you want? It's like, make it quick.
Someone shot Reeves, and he swears he's seen her. Do you have any reports of anyone going around shooting people? Woman? Reeves, what does he look like? She look like? Dark hair?
Yeah, dark hair.
Blonde?
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely got like she gives a description that of a definitely tan skin, dark hair, really brown eyes. It's tall, dark, and handsome, but tall, dark, and beautiful. Definitely taller than me. Definitely taller than me. And you just sing. And then Tommy's like, I don't have time for this. And he goes, look, I'm dealing with something. Something's happening. There's too many. I can't even say it. And it goes,
what's happening? Talk to me. Tommy, I need to know what's happening.
They've did a temporary shutdown at the meat factory.
Why?
No reports, but I'm getting a lot of angry calls of people who need to work, who live paycheck to paycheck, and they think the cops can do something about it. It's a family business. What their call's their call.
Tommy. Someone went to Reeves' apartment looking for Reeves and me, and they shot Reeves.
He's alive?
He's alive, he's here.
Can he testify?
Don't tell anyone! Don't, sorry,
okay,
what?
Can he testify? Like, if ever we catch this all dark, beautiful woman. Wait, and then he goes,
I'll make him.
Wait. I'll send you a picture. Check your email. Take some time.
The computer's done. Dad's bunker.
It's the only way I can show you the picture.
Fine. Call me back in 2 minutes.
Oh, do I call you on your mobile or this number?
Oh my god, I'll call you in 2 minutes.
Okay, fine. Like, I'm gonna be out of the office, so make it quick. I'm only wait 3. And he ends the call.
Stay. Just show me the photo. Oh.
You kind of run back down to the computer. Your dad's computer's a bit more outdated. It's in the 80s. He got the first few models of computers. He hasn't updated it since. Internet, it's you'd have to manually connect a fiber for it to work, and the phone won't be available because dial-up connection. Fun times. Takes about half an hour to load the computer, send image.
An hour?
30 minutes. It takes a while. of like boot up and stuff. You can try to expedite it if you'd like. Would you like to expedite it?
I look around the house, make sure that my father and Reeves are somewhere else. Alright. Alright, how did it go the first time? I think I can do it. I tried to expedite it.
Okay. Ooh. Alright, so unusually secure. Okay, so you will need, this is cold.
What do I need? What do I need?
So this roll, place of 5 minutes, open door. This is esoteric. Nice. Okay, so make that roll, please. It could be, you can choose either cunning or intellect.
I will take intellect.
Oh wait, no,
And
sorry.
what?
It says, it's not, it's weird. It says it's supposed to be emotional, but the emotional is intellect, cunning, resolve. So I would say for this one, you can choose between intellect or cunning. Whichever is the best dice for you, and then
I will
add,
take intellect.
okay, and then add
Yeah.
your esoterica. So that is 6 dice.
Ooh, nice. Okay, let me go roll that.
We will add your curse
Um,
dice. It is currently at 2. Hee hee. Hee hee.
4, 5, 6. I'm not gonna use my curse dice yet. So 6 rolls.
No, you have to roll it because it is part of your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you roll it separately.
Part of the dice pool.
Sure. Okay, cool. So I have an 8, a 9, and a 10. And then, curse dice. How many do I roll of that? Just 1?
You have 2 dice currently. Let me know if you get a 1.
Yep, but I'd like to just roll.
Oh, you're using. Okay.
And that is a 9. So I believe I have 4 successes.
Ooh. So you try to expedite, like, make it load faster. What happens actually in this moment is, as you're loading it, you're hearing a voice. Looks like I found your problem. You feel, as you're looking at the camera, it's like it's trying to load the image, but then now it's almost like clearing up to show like a live feed. Like you're looking into a screen and it's slowly being turned around. You don't see the person that's turning the monitor, but now you're face to face with her. And she looks confused as she sees your face.
Oh crap.
Shit.
And she goes,
I don't know if my dad has a webcam. I tried to close it.
no, it's the actual
move it away.
screen. It's the actual screen of the monitor. She kind of looks like, is this a live feed? She kind of squints and
Piece of paper and try to do that to the screen.
you touch it, and as you do, where's John? John has disappeared, but in that moment, your hand goes through, and you feel it pass through the screen, and you feel the cold air on the other end. And you see the woman like go back like, the hell?
I go back. Like, shit, at this rate, I'll have to chop off all my hair.
Like, and in that moment, you see immediately she lunges and she tries to grab. She moves her hand through the screen, like really fast, and grabs at you. I need you to do a quick strength check. As this would be, oh no.
Strength?
Oh no. Yeah, this would be a might and, oh, you don't have athletics. This way. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. So just use might and your curse dice. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Right. So that's 4 die. Let me go do that. There's a 1 and I have no successes.
Where'd you roll the 1? Curse? Is it on the curse die? Or...
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't separate it. No, I didn't separate it.
Okay. Is it on the first 4 piles or the last pile? Where's the 1? I'm gonna check.
The 1 is the last one, so I'm assuming that's the curse die.
Yup. Oh, this is a disaster.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh snap!
Oh no! As you try to like pull back, like, oh no, you did something. You felt like you did something. There's a major complication now as you open the door, but you're not supposed to open or something. You just wanted to see her. You wanted to see what it looks like, and you did see her. And in that moment, she lunges out. You see her hand. She grabs through the monitor screen. She grabs onto your arm really tightly, almost like a death hold, and she pulls you through the monitor out of the, like, you basically get dragged into the other side. And John, where's John? Is it? Wait, I'm gonna check. Sorry, baby, I need to get something. 3 minutes. Okay. We're gonna freeze frame that as you get pulled and dropped on all fours as you're on the other side. You slowly look up and you see her. And we shift back to Tobie. Zed, you're looking around. You've exhausted at least as most of the efforts on the last few locations that you saw. You saw Church. She's not in the sinkhole.
Okay.
And I think you realize by now she hasn't given you her number, or did she?
No.
Okay. You look at the parking lots. You've been going around.
So I guess I'm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm in the backyard of. I'm in the parking lot of some area.
Mm-hmm.
I probably tried looking at the nearby shops or the nearby cafes, hoping to spot her, but failed to. I started running the events in my head, everything that's been happening, and I'm even starting to try to make sense of things that we had seen. So I'm like thinking they were asking a lot of questions about where we were. You don't think it's related? John did mention there were lizard people. And then I start realizing, wait, is that what this is? Is this Liberation Day? And I start thinking about that TV show I watched when I was younger about aliens that are sneaking into the world looking like humans. They used to eat rats. And I bend down on the ground and I find myself suddenly thinking this odd thought, which is me, I guess, tapping into magic without realizing it.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself wishing that there was a rat that would come up to help, since the rats are against the lizard people. Well, the mice, to be more specific. The mice are against the lizard people. And I end up trying to summon a small mouse spirit to help me find Church.
Okay, I think that is you're using your summon imp ability. Yay!
Yeah, I'm trying to use the summon imp.
Okay, hold on. If only I can have my mouse back. Thank you, computer. Thank you. All right, we are gonna check on summon imp, so I know your rolls. Imp. Okay, you will be bleeding 1 curse die, so that leaves you to 1. That's fine.
It goes down to 1. Got it?
Yes. Summon imp. I'm going to go to positive. Ooh. Okay. So, in this moment, I just need you to roll for a activate the spell. The spell is activated. Additional emotional attunement. Okay. Make a esoterica You can choose cunning for this or intellect, whichever benefits you better.
I think I shall tap into my intellect as I remember those white mice that the aliens would, eat by holding above their mouths. And I find myself thinking, if there's anyone who could help me, then it would probably be those mice. Because if those lizard people are real, then maybe the mice would be part of Liberation Day.
Then
Esoteric is 1, intellect is 5, so that's 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I roll. I have 4 6s, an 8, and a 9.
So 8 is just the successes. So in that moment, as you were thinking of the mice in the show, one of them actually poke out. It's just as
I stare at the mice.
As white as you imagined it on TV show. Just like it's almost a replica of it.
I stare at the mouse, a bit shocked. Oh my god, it worked! It worked! The TV show V is real! And I drop to my knees as I crawl towards the white mouse. You're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them those reptilians keep chasing after.
They kind of
Can you help me find church?
They tilt their head. They kind of look around. And they're nodding like, kind of like a Disney like like big squeaking noises. It starts sniffing in the air. And it immediately rushes into the shadows of the alleyway.
I run after it.
So you'll need to make a dexterity athletics to chase after this because it's moving really quickly. You know how fast,
of course,
a mouse can run, especially this particular one.
And sadly, I am not that well versed with either. I will only have 2 dice to roll. That's what I get for skipping leg day. I have a 4 and a 10.
Oh, 10 is enough. It's a farther distance. It's like it's running. It's gonna be a funny montage of you just chasing after this mice. It's like it's weird. It's just like it seems to have taken your cue. It continues to follow the path, but you start to notice as you're chasing after it, and there's a bit of distance. It makes you take the bus. It makes you go through the alleyways. And then like to a rugged road where the bus only stops at a certain end, and you're chasing after. Why is it bringing you back to the meat factory? You can see its white fur is now being stained with the mud on the floor as it's continued to scurry towards the meat factory.
I'm staring at the mouse as it leads me here, and I'm, remembering how it boarded the bus, and when I sat inside, it was resting on my knee, waiting patiently.
It's like,
and when we went down the alleyway, it was, heading straight down the alley as if nothing else mattered. And now that we're going through the meat factory area, in my mind, okay, this can't be crazy. This is actually leading me somewhere. I did say Andy, right? This thing's leading me to Andy.
Yeah,
and as I look ahead, do I see anything where the mouse might be headed for?
So it's where the bus stops, because you actually take a bus going back into town, because the meat factory is actually its separate section of town. So this bus only stops a certain way, especially for people who don't have the luxury of cars. There is a bus that stops, and you have to walk like a long, winding, like unpatched road into the meat factory. So it does continue to walk that gravelly, unkept path. And you start to see the meat factory looming ever closer and getting closer and closer. The lights, they're somewhat, you realize they were on when you left. Now they're dimmed, almost as if, the usual things or like as you're walking in the darkness, there's only a few dim lights farther to the distance, but the usual lights when you get into the night shift, they're not there.
I keep following the mouse. As far as I'm concerned, the mouse knows the way and I should follow.
It moves, it starts.
I do try to keep a low profile though, staying low whenever I should be.
Okay, that's actually really good as you. The low profileness. Let's see. You do not wish to be unseen. Okay. I would have you roll real quick a survival roll plus your dexterity. As you're keeping your feet light, you're following a certain trail that whoever might be ahead will not garner attention. At least you're not getting the wrong attention. So you have 4 survival.
I rolled a 1 and an 8.
Wait, you're sure you don't have survival? Oh, I'm not looking at the wrong sheet. My bad. Somebody has 4 survival. You don't have survival.
Yep.
Oh.
I have no concept of stealth.
You think you're stealthing, but you know, like the mice is like kind of worried now as it can hear your footsteps and it rushes back to you. Like it's alerted by your feet, by your footsteps, and it rushes back.
And I stare at the mouse and I say shh.
As you do that, that's when the spotlights come in, and it points at where you're at. The factory's closed. All workers are supposed to head out for the night.
I slowly look up and I see the light.
Yep.
I presume I can't see who's casting it.
No, it's like, you know, that spotlight, but you know it's kind of like the usual guards, probably like Wilson or intergeneric Will guy. It was just like he's an old guard, he's barking off, he's an old dog, he's like sending you off.
Filled with this desire to find the end of this route because it has been a strange journey so far. Zed suddenly does something he normally does not. He lies. He looks straight into the light, straightening up, and he yells, "There's a mouse here! You realize Catherine and John sent me to inspect the factory?"
Wait, what? Like he looks a bit. Catherine, like you mentioned.
I look at the person who, despite not seeing who it is, I'm like pretending I can see.
Okay.
Yes, we're on a first name basis because they just spoke to me earlier to make sure I did this new job.
Yeah, you can roll cunning and persuasion, please, as like what was it? Catherine? Oh shit.
That's 7. I have 7 dice in total. 1 moment. 7. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It moved again. 7. And it's rolling. I have an 8, a 9, and the rest are lower than 7.
Okay. It's enough for me like, you sure can? Well, they're still at the office. Fine, I'll take you to them just to make sure, because as far as I know, there was a new memo.
No, I'm supposed to be inspecting the factory.
Oh no, Catherine's right up there. I'll take you to them. Like, he turns off the light, but he does open the gate to let you in. Catherine's right up in the administration office.
I reach down and scoop up the mouse.
You try to,
And
as
I walk towards
it immediately like you see it like do the zoomies as soon as the gate's slowly starting to open. Like as you try to scoop it, it bolts. You see the dirty white fur just go in. It's like it's starting to run. You see the distance from it. It stops at the stairs, and then freezes. Looks at you.
I rush after the mouse. I'm worried I'll lose it. because of its size and speed.
Okay. As you rush, we will
I
freeze.
ignore the guard who has opened the gate for me.
Hey! He goes, hey! Just in the enemy, don't need to run! As he's shouting out after you. We'll go back to the scene where, Church is on all fours. Just to give a recap to John, hello, as you have returned to the scene. Just as you turn the
A lot has happened, John, in your absence.
When you turn the monitor, it looks like I found your problem. You see the confused look of Catherine's face as is this a live feed? And as
Sorry, what?
Is this a live feed? As she's doing that, you see a hand come out of the screen and pull back in. And you see, without hesitation, like Catherine well, actually, there was a bit of hesitation, but there's a concentrated, focused look on her face as she puts in her hand through the screen. It's weird, and they pull out something, and you see a black-haired woman on all fours now in the office.
Wait, I see a what?
You see a black-haired woman on all fours pulled out from the computer screen. They're now on the ground, looks up, and looks at Catherine, and goes, well, do you have anything to explain to yourself?
That?
Hold up hands. Stand slowly. Look
Oh,
around.
It's her. I'm looking at
You're the one that shot
Catherine.
Reeves.
I'm like, why are you? My head is like, why are you doing this stuff in front of? Who is this? Out loud, I say, who is this person?
The problem. He goes, you just said, well, the problem's right here. They seem to be using...
I meant the website.
Well, clearly this woman isn't who she seems. She had a way to look through us through the computer. Need a portal of sorts. I've seen your kind. Dangerous. How do you know Reeves is dead?
You shot Reeves.
How do you know Reeves was shot at?
Pardon? What's this about someone getting shot?
Family business.
You shot Reeves.
It sounds familiar.
It's the PETA guy. It's the PETA guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we honestly. Like, it sounds familiar. Who shot? Isn't that the PETA guy? Who shot him?
He did.
Who?
He needed to be silenced. He needed to be dealt with, and I was told I could use force. If you have a problem with that, you should have been the head of family. Your family's okay with this.
Yeah. And there's a reason, you understand why I wasn't a very particularly compliant member of the family. You know, I don't do things the way they do.
Back away towards the computer.
You're backing off. And you see her like move from behind, and you see her pull the revolver. Points. Don't move.
I will be the biggest thorn in your side if you pull that trigger. I promise you.
Yeah. I've dealt with your kind longer than he was born. You think I wouldn't know how to deal with the likes of you?
Monitor. Everyone's going to see it, I promise you. Every screen in this goddamn town, this godforsaken town, every screen in every state will see your secrets if you try.
And it goes, there's a gun.
What's she talking about?
Nothing. There's a sound of a cocked gun. Does John try to do anything in this moment?
My character is just like, what is going on? What are you doing? This is not exactly surprising, but it's the kind of crap that I'm expecting my family to do because I know they're not the greatest people.
Yep. You know that there is intent
And,
to kill now, to silence. Do you do anything?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually. He's kind of 50-50. It's like, should I let her shoot her? Or should I just let things go? I mean, I don't love my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if she gets out and everything goes to hell, that's going to be interesting.
Okay.
I will flip a coin. Let us do a coin flip.
Okay.
Heads, I do something. I don't know, because like, he's kind of like, you know.
The lead, the network is Two-Face.
He's like, do I help the family or not? I'm a guy who doesn't like the family so much, so you know. Tails, I don't do anything. I'll see what happens.
Oh my god. Okay. So in that moment, I will give Church one action before the bullet gets shot.
So, as far as I know, I somehow channeled a live feed of myself in trying to find this woman.
Mm-hmm.
Church basically wants to overload that and try to do the same, reaching over to the screen and somehow transmitting a live feed of what happening into every screen she can imagine.
Ooh.
Somehow I don't know how I did it.
Ooh.
But, you know, life or death, this is my one action, the world will know.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, so this is. Ooh. This character might have a movement to sheer will. Okay, so this is. I would say this would be an overload. So you're doing like a sensory to all the screens. We'll go with that. Let me check first. It's because I haven't done. I'm just checking what you need to roll for this. Okay, you have 2 dice. You've used it for your portal, so you will lose another curse dice. You will drop this. I ask, are you okay with this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. While they're down. Ooh. Oh no, sensory.
So much cursed dice.
I got medium range. So this would be, you can choose artistry or esoterica. You are putting a feed across the world. I mean, across, or whatever in vicinity that has a screen.
Any chance of technology?
Because this is more magically inclined, so no, not.
Oh, good. No worries. So, esoterica will.
Okay, and
It
you
will
will,
be esoterica.
and you can opt to use cunning or intellect for this.
Cunning or intellect? I will use intellect. That's higher.
Yes.
There we go.
And you will bleed your curse dice. You drop
Right,
to 0.
6.
Yay.
Cursed dice. Cursed dice.
So how many do I roll?
That would be your esoteric.
Do I add anything from cursed die?
Yes. But actually you bleed it out, so there's no curse dice at the moment. Something will prop. Whee.
Alright, yeah, no worries.
Sounds interesting.
It's a 10, a 9, no ones.
No.
Nice.
Oh, okay, this is great. So, the fun thing about this overload as well is that it's gonna affect everyone in the vicinity as well. Because you have 2.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. In that moment, you drop to 0. You're doing everything you can for survival as you're trying to transmit all of this. You push a sensory, like the sensory overload of what is happening throughout all screens within the vicinity. Everyone in town, in the middle of watching late night news, immediately gets footage of you and what you've spoken, the words that you've uttered, and everyone would know what has happened here. Everyone's confused, and everyone starts to get dazed, so they start like spacing out. They lose themselves to the screen, transfixed. In this moment, the overload of all of this, it actually also freezes Catherine. John, I need you to roll because this is against an Accursed. Hold on.
What do I do?
This is against an Accursed, so can you roll real quick an empathy roll and cunning to see past the, you just need to beat the 2 successes that Church made to break through the dazed condition.
Okay, I have no empathy, strangely enough.
What? Wala.
Yeah, it's here. I have 0 empathy.
Oh no. Okay. Interesting.
Anyway,
You're fine. You're fine.
I do have 4 of those.
And add your curse
I have
die.
a 1, but I have an 8.
Okay.
8
And
and
then
a 10.
roll your 2 dice. So you have 2 sucks.
So I roll 2 dice.
Your curse dice.
Okay.
Oh
Double
wow!
dice.
Okay. You see that Catherine's like, she clicks the gun and the bullet actually like it freezes. Everything's frozen. Everything has the sound of static as you touch the screen, and it actually grows brighter. And there's like this grainy thing. Everyone in town is transfixed. Whoever has access to a TV is just staring at this as everyone is witnessing this in a dazed way. And you are unaffected by this, John. And in this moment, you realize, yes, you can see the black veins against the light of the screen because it's very bright. It's flashing against their skin. There's the black veins in their hands and their arms.
This church, you mean?
Yes.
This lady who I actually know the name of yet. Well, I would prefer not to get someone shot in my room. Can I do anything about the bullet?
You can alter fate.
I was thinking, can I hammer space it?
Oh yeah, you can pocket the bullet for another time.
I'll pocket the book.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
no. Oh shoot! Pocket the bullet.
Oh.
So what do I need for?
Ooh, hammer space. Cool. I will also just to prepare, Zed, can you make a cunning and empathy roll? See if you are affected once you hear the. You're within vicinity, so you would hear stuff. Hammer space.
Cunning and empathy.
Yep.
Cunning and
Got it. 6 dice.
Space, where are you? Is it hammer?
Oh, I have a bad roll. I have a 9 and 2 1s.
Oh no.
That's nice.
Okay.
Does bonds help?
In this moment, if you're acting towards, oh wait, you have a bond. How many bond is with Church?
With the unburdened 1.
Okay, so you can add 2 dice for that.
Plus 1.
Enhancement die is 2.
Two
So
more
if you have
dice.
1, you have 2. Yep. Wait, let me check. What is the actual wording for the spell? Is it hammer space?
I got an 8 and a 5. So that's 9. So that's 9811.
Okay.
Yep, hammer space. I don't need
Sorry.
anything to hold anything.
Okay.
So the space between atoms is enough for me to put stuff in.
I'm looking for the word hammer. 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 Oh, wala. Okay. Okay, activate the spell. Oh, you hold it. Okay, so you would gain extra 2 dice to do this. So, this is an immediate, because it's an easy spell. And then, I will just need you to roll for a dexterity athletics to catch the bullet. Put it in the space.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, it's fine. So, Dex Athletics plus 2.
Your cursed dice, you just recently earned 2, so you're at...
So 4 dice?
Yes. Wow, you're incurring a lot of dice today.
Wait. I would be at 4 cursed dice if I earn 2 from it.
Yes. Ooh. So someone just dropped a 0 and somebody just got 4 dice. Interesting. Nuts.
Wait, so how many dice do I roll?
So dexterity
My
athletics
dex
plus
is
your...
2.
Yes. And your athletics?
0.
Okay, so 2 plus your cursed dice. Let me know if you get a 1 from your cursed dice.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the cursed dice gives me more roll
Yeah.
when I'm casting spells?
Yeah, if it's a hold. So there's like hold and bleed. So there's a fun mechanics for cursed dice.
Okay. What is a success? 7 or what?
It's an 8.
8, 9. I got 2 success.
Ooh, okay, awesome.
No 1.
So, you get there. I'm assuming do you just like open like cartoonishly like a space? Like describe how you're getting the bullet, because. And by the way, if you put out the bullet, it'll be at the same speed.
Yeah, that's interesting, but I will note that. I magic trick it. I palm the bullet.
Oh, it's gone.
Like with a flourish.
Okay, and it's gone.
Nah.
In that moment,
I'm like, hey, no shooting in my office.
and in that moment,
So what happened?
As you say, no shooting in my office. We go back to the bottom of the steps where the mice is like, you catch up to the mice. It looks at you, it looks back up, it looks back at you, it looks back up, and in that moment you see this glare of, like, you know, when the TV gets a bit too bright than you'd want it to be. It's pouring out from the window and you're halfway through the steps. There's this moment of like stillness where you feel like you just want to stare at this beautiful white light. But the push to, like, knowing that Church could be in there, in that white light, could be beamed up by aliens or whichever.
Oh, so I just see the light. I don't get the impressions of the message that she broadcasted to everyone else.
Do you have any tech with you?
I don't think so.
No. So you're
unless the cell phone counts.
The phones are not technical enough to handle this, but you're seeing the bright light. Like, there's definitely something effect that's being transmitted. You feel that. It's washing over like this sense of awe and daze, but you break through it and you know, like, it's the only thing that's keeping you grounded, at least, is the thought that, you know, Church could be in there, or Church could be somewhere.
So, given it's a feeling of awe, then I don't think I enter the scene thinking there's trouble. So I think I head up the steps, and so I haven't heard anything else, right? I just saw the light. Or do I hear a gunshot?
As you walk up, you do hear the gunshot.
Okay, then that shifts me to suddenly someone might need help, and I rush up the steps and try to shove the door open. I'm not sure yet what's happening or who's inside, so the first thing I do is swing the door open and try to take in what's going on.
You open the scene.
Because I know church should be here, but I don't know who's done what.
Yeah. You do see a peculiar thing. You see John, who's saying no shooting in my office in the middle of that conversation, and somebody with a gun, a revolver, pointing towards a raven-haired church. They don't have the pink hair anymore. It is black, and they're just frozen.
The one with the gun I don't recognize.
No, it's Catherine. She talked to you. She blocked you.
Yeah, but you said someone with a gun pointing it at the raven-haired church. So did I recognize Catherine or did I not recognize Catherine?
You recognize Catherine pointing a gun at the raven-haired church. Because she used to have pink hair. Now she's black.
Okay, then hearing John state his statement, having heard the gunshot, and seeing Catherine is the one with the gun, instincts kick in, and I grab hold of Catherine and fling her out the door.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Okay. Oh.
Because I don't have no actual sports, so I can't tackle her or punch her and the like. So the most I can do is rely on my strength to grab it and swing her outside.
Oh, you do have might. Yes, very very strong might.
Yes, but I have no athletics and I have no close combat. So I'm treating this as a panicked attempt of someone who doesn't know how to fight. Hurl them away.
Ooh,
Just
okay.
raw athletics.
Yes.
Raw, natural
Strength, yeah.
strength, yeah.
Okay, go. You can, because you're doing a compulsion to help. This is one of your torments. If you've succumbed to it, you can gain a momentum. Yay! So basically, it's an extra dice, and it's a success immediately. Would you like to use it for the
It's a
same?
bonus success.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum is
Alright.
bonus success.
Yes.
So I'll use the momentum for that, and then does the bond kick in again?
Yes, because you are protecting, so you get a +2 enhancement dice.
Okay, so that's 4 dice plus what? Might and what?
Just might, since you don't have athletics, because this is supposed to be either close combat or athletics of your choosing, but since it's just pure
Okay,
might,
that's fine.
but you will add 2 enhancement dice because you're doing this for her protection.
So that's 6 dice total. So that's 6 dice total and 1 automatic success for momentum.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 10s, a 9, and 3 5s.
Ah, okay. And can you roll your 2 cursed dice just to make sure? See if there's anything fun that happens.
This is separate from the 6 I've rolled.
Yes, because you added enhancement.
Okay. The 2 cursed dice are 7 and 4.
Okay, it's fine. So you immediately succeed. You grab her and you throw her out the door, but there's a weird suspension as she doesn't really fall on the ground where you throw her. She's still pointing her gun, still stiff. Her eyes have the glossed look and has that static from the TV, the computer screen. Sorry, not the TV, the computer screen. And where you throw her, she's just like suspended.
I presume when I flung her, I didn't pay attention. I rushed the church, dropping down to one knee in front of her to check if she's okay. And admittedly, in my sadly misinformed state, having heard John say no shooting in my office, I'm assuming John tried to stop the woman as well. So I'm not hurting John yet.
Technically not.
Alright.
It's Zed. What?
Andy, are you okay?
I think I'm fine. But she.
You know this person? You know
I
each
glance at John, I glance at Andy. What exactly is happening? And then I realize the woman's floating here.
other? Oh, that is definitely kind of weird. That is definitely strange. I did
I
not
turn
do
to
any of this.
I turn to Andy. It's the it's the reptilians. They're visitors. They're trying to take over the planet without anyone knowing. I realize it's this TV show. It was telling the truth and no one realized it.
Oh, what? No. I'm still touching the
Wait.
screen.
Are you doing something? You're? Can I see her? Like, are the black veins coming out?
Yeah, it's still on her hands. You're seeing it on both of them.
I
Ooh, look at that.
grab John's hands, and I'm like, dude, we were talking earlier about this, and then I remembered the whitish thing I noticed in his neck, and remembering the show, the reptilians would hide with fake faces, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, John might be one of them, and I grab John's face.
And I'm like, she has what? Stop it! She's got the things too. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, John.
I'm still broadcasting this.
Well, you
I
know,
need assurance that.
we're like, stop it! I'm not a lizard. I just got back in town. What's your problem?
I grabbed
There's only-
Catherine's gun.
There's only one day to know for sure. My finger's going into your nostril, my other finger's
No.
going into your mouth.
Stop it! Stop it! Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh my god. It's not a mask.
You do pull,
No, it's my face.
You do pull out the revolver. I mean, you yank it off her hand. She's still like frozen mid-air from the throw, and you do see the two empty. Like in the revolvers, the two slots are empty. Like this was definitely used on someone, you know.
I
Are
guess
there
me
still
and
bullets?
John are to
Yes,
see
there's still 4.
Andy with a gun.
Alright.
We're still broadcasting.
Broadcasting? What are you talking about?
I look around. Is this a TV show?
This is not a TV show. What do you mean?
Well, I promised Catherine that if she shot me, I would let the world know. And I point at the screen.
It's a computer screen. You can't broadcast through a computer. Wait, are you?
I
doing
also
some
can't walk
weird...
through it.
Yeah, well, okay, that's a good point, Jake.
I look at the two. Maybe the mice know.
What?
The mice?
The mouse led me here. It actually showed me the bus to ride and then the alleyways to go down and the sidewalks to follow. And I'm telling you, the mice know the truth. They've been fighting the reptilians for years.
Okay, I've been away for a while, and you two clearly know each other.
No. We just met last night. Remember when I was busy at work? My lie is totally falling apart.
Right. You're busy at work. How do you... Lady, I need explanations. I need it now. I need some explanations right
Here.
now. Oh yeah,
I
sure.
don't know.
What are you doing here, Church? Last we spoke, you were... I was kind of hoping... I don't have your number.
I wasn't here. I was at home, and then she, pointing at Catherine, pulled me out of the screen.
Wait, so you traveled again? Like that other time on the hill?
The hill? Oh, she was on the hill with you
I did tell you that. I
in the
turned to
website.
John.
No, I meant like she was the one with you on the hill. In the website that was uploaded just yesterday.
Wait, how did you know about that? Were you on the hill?
No,
You
I
were the
thought-
lizard.
I saw it on the website. Look, it's right here on the screen. If you could just move your hand a bit. It's right here on the screen. Sort of. Is it on the screen? Actually, GM question.
I
Is
don't
it
know
on the
how to
screen?
stop broadcasting. Everybody can hear what we're saying.
I turned to Andy.
Okay, fine.
You go on, go on.
Well, and then everyone would know that I have no idea what's going on here.
And in
Except
that,
a lady just popped out of my computer.
you're hearing something.
You're lying. You let her shoot me.
I,
Sorry, go ahead.
have you been shot?
Eddie! Eddie! Like, you're hearing Reeves in a panic, high-pitched voice, like, Eddie! Eddie! Eddie!
Who's Eddie?
Where's it coming from?
From the other side of the screen. Leading back to the bunker.
Is everyone hearing it or just Andy?
Everyone can hear a shrill screaming of a panicked man on the other side.
I did not
Andy.
put speakers on this thing. Why is there sound? Old computer.
I'm staring at the computer monitor. I'm looking at John and at Andy. I'm remembering the mention of broadcast. Then I look outside and still see Catherine floating.
Okay,
And I turned to
you're doing
John.
some weird stuff here, lady. She's doing some weird stuff here.
You did weird stuff when we met. You
I
held
didn't do
me and
anything.
you held my hand, and suddenly I felt like I was that.
All
I
right,
felt like I was that.
not here. Everybody out now.
Out where?
I just got here.
Outside. Outside.
Fine. We're gonna talk. Is she gonna stay like
Exactly.
that? Is she gonna stay like this for a
You
while?
don't know.
Alright, fine. I
Yes.
grab my keys and like fine. I guess we can take my car.
Yes, we are taking your car.
I'm taking
Are
my
we bringing
car.
your boyfriend?
Oh, her boyfriend. Okay, yeah. She has a
It's-
boyfriend?
Reeves is at home. We're taking your car. You're telling the guard that we're going for a drive. Go
I
now.
take a look outside. What do people what do the guards look like? What does everything look like?
From the elevation that you're in, it's a good POV shot. On where the watchtower is, where the gates would open, there's like this mini TV where people would watch, like in the security thing. You're seeing the man
TV.
standing there, staring at the screen, and it's just white. Like the static, same as the one on the computer.
Wow, that is strange. I don't know what's going on, but this is quite interesting. I like it. Let's go.
This doesn't make sense.
In that case, I'm driving, and you need to be blindfolded.
What? No.
Yes.
Nope. My car, my driving.
Your lady shot me and Reeves.
Well, I didn't know that. And also, are you shot? Where? Exactly.
Stop
let's go.
gaslighting me.
Come on. Come on, let's go.
Zed
not
stares
going
at
to
the
bring
two,
you
not
to-
sure who to follow.
I'm
Well,
not
look.
gonna bring you to
Come
the
on, Zed.
bunk
Bring
where
your
you'll
friend-
find
bring your friend
out
with us.
where it is.
I don't even know what you're talking about, lady. I just know that we're gonna leave this place, we're gonna go on a nice drive, and we're gonna talk in my car. Sounds good to me? Sounds good to me.
Can't
Alright,
let-
Reed.
Can't let you know where I live. Can't let you know where I live.
Yeah, then we don't need to go where you live. I don't want to know where you live.
No, we need
Alright,
to go
enough.
where I live.
I stand in front of the two of you. Enough already. Neither of you are making sense, and neither of you are backing down. So I'm taking charge.
Oh, yes, you do have a leadership.
We're going to
inheritance.
Sammy's.
Oh, the sinkhole. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Fair.
I'm good with that.
Fair.
Neutral ground. We're going to Sammy's.
Fair.
So I will just do
Alright.
an awkward cutscene in which, with the premieres, like everyone seems to be in an agreement somehow. There's a sway in which everyone will get in the car and head to Sammy's. There is a silence as you guys drive in this road back into town, away from the meat factory. And you guys get over to the sinkhole, which you're greeted with the familiar white noise on the TV.
Like, wow, that thing got all the way out here.
I walk straight up to the TV and I turn it off. Does that help?
You turn it off. But you still see Sammy holding a bottle, and he has this, like, static over his eyes.
I turn to the two. All right, inside. We talk now. I turn to Andy. Gun.
No.
Give me the gun.
I'm all for it. Go. Give him
You
the
know
gun.
you can trust me.
Yeah, you can trust him. Give him the gun.
I got the gun. I turn to John. Hand.
And
Give me your hand.
okay.
I put the mouse in your hand. If you do anything, it bites you.
I look at the mouse. What is it doing?
It's glaring at you, and it's making the squeaky noises.
I'm like, can I put this down?
No.
On the table?
It clings to
Why do
your
I need to hold?
fingers.
I
Oh.
turn to the two of them and explain. I thought I was losing my job, and I was worrying about you. Pointing to Andy, then pointing to John. Next thing I know, I'm worried about those reptilians. I call a mouse in hopes of finding you, and I'm back in the factory. I'm pointing to Andy. What were you doing in the factory?
Yeah.
Was it
Good
home?
questions. Go for it.
Was
I
it
turn to John.
home?
I'm talking to her, not you.
I know. I'm
Was it home?
reassuring.
Was it home?
Mouse is like,
Reeves knocked on our door, all bloody, saying that he's been shot. And my dad confirmed he was shot several times, but he should be dead, but he's still alive.
So does Reeves need help? Should go to him? Sorry. Focus. So how did you end up in the factory?
I'm gonna get a
called
beer.
The police. I called the police to check if they knew who had shot Reeves, and they sent me the photo of Catherine. But it wasn't a photo when I saw it. It almost looked like a live feed, and then my hand went through the screen. And then her hand went through the screen and pulled me out like a rabbit out of a hat.
Okay, stop. That doesn't make sense, but I'm trusting your answer is true. I turn to John. And then I look at the mouse. The mouse will bite you if you lie.
sure, no problem. You want a beer?
What? I'm staring. When did you get a beer?
He won.
While you were talking.
He got it.
It's come on, it's the sinkhole.
That is true.
Do you have lizard people?
Okay. When you say lizard people, do you mean like literally a person that's a lizard? Like you don't mean like these old, scaly, grungy old people?
I don't want no smart talk, alright? Just answer yes or no, or the mouse will bite you.
Look, I
Do
don't
you have
know.
lizard people?
I don't know
The
what you're talking
I said-
about. You have to be more specific.
I stare at the mouse.
the mice looks confused, like. Huh? He tries
The
to
mouse could use some.
it tries to open its mouth to bite the finger, but it's unsure.
I look at Andy, then I turn back to John. Did HR just hurt a non-employee? So sorry.
Technically, no.
Right, like
I
I'm
stopped
staring
that.
at John.
I stopped that from happening.
you
Would have
see,
been a total violation.
you
of,
get
labor law.
you get a bite from the mic.
What? Hey.
I'm staring at John. Dude, don't lie to me.
I'm not
when I'm
lying.
holding a gun.
No, look. Okay, what did you ask me?
Don't lawyers speak me.
And I'm like, lawyers speak.
Do you know what exactly is going on here? Because it's been weird for Andy and me the last few days.
Okay. You know, I have not been with my family for years. And I got called back in town just so and so ago. I am pretty much in the dark. Maybe like you guys. I don't know. Okay, you know what? The way it sounds to me, I'm like holding them off. The way it sounds to me, it's like you two know more than I do. Okay, your mouse knows more than I do. You know more than I do.
Did your HR pull her through the screen?
Yes, that is what I saw, which I found very odd because that normally doesn't happen.
I, exasperated, shaking, almost, throwing myself off the floor. How can you be so calm?
Well.
I can't. I can't do that. Turn back to Angie. Here's your gun. And then I go back to the bar. I look for something to drink.
There's a lot of stuff right here. Let me show you.
The mouse is confused as it's
No.
holding on. Like, do I let
Wait.
go? Do
Can I
I?
put this down yet?
Your HR shot Reeves. Your HR shot Reeves.
Okay, knowing now what I've seen, that seems oddly plausible. Is he alive?
Your spare cup. Is the boyfriend alive? I glance.
I mean, because if he's alive, I mean that's good, obviously, right? That's good.
He's alive.
Oh, great. Is he permanently damaged in some way?
He's not damaged.
Of course,
in
he's
any way.
alive.
Okay, great. Perfect. Can I give you your mouse back? Zed, you want your mouse back?
Just because he's okay doesn't mean your HR can
No, I
go
mean,
around
'cause-
shooting
okay, maybe
people.
did he? I haven't. No, I don't know who your. Wait, is your boyfriend the PETA guy?
Yes.
Oh, dang! He should have been shot. I mean, he was not shot. It's good that he wasn't shot. I mean,
He
wasn't
was shot.
injured.
I have video evidence that he was
not
shot.
injured. Was not injured.
I pop open a bottle. I turn to the two of you and I mutter, "It just seems to me, John, that everything connects back to you. It's like you're networking all of us together into one big thing."
Yeah, it'd be nice to know what this thing is.
You said your family pulled you back. To do what?
Well, okay. They said, "Look, can I give you your mouse back, please?"
No. He likes being in your hand.
That's a bit weird. Can I put it somewhere else? Can I put it on my shoulder? Anyway, whatever.
No, it goes to your
just
shoulder
keep
now.
waving the mouse around.
No.
Oh, hey, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so, my family called me back a couple of weeks back, and they said like, "John, we need you to come back. We know it's been a long time. Blah 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 blah. We're willing to meet you halfway. You could help us with something." So that felt nice, you know. It was really nice. I'm having
they
to
need
ask you to
help
come
with?
back. Woohoo! Anyway, so I came back. Little PR job. Not so little anymore, it seems. That's as far as they told me. That's all I was supposed to help them with. Help them clean up a little minor furor happening at the factory. You know, help talk to people.
I'm sorry.
things
You
over.
have Hitler with you in the company?
Say
Führer,
what?
not Führer.
I'm sorry.
no.
Sorry.
Führer, not Führer.
You know, like mess up, man. That's. I didn't expect you to get that, but anyway, sorry, but yeah, so anyway, there's a little trouble at the company. They asked me to help smooth things over, use my talking skills to help, get us back in the good graces of community, help calm things down, eh, that kind of stuff. So I came back, started we started to get to work on things, and well, jump forward a couple of days to today. This is a hell of a strange set of situations that we find ourselves in. Very strange.
So how often does your HR person pull people through the screen?
That was the first time I've seen her do it. I mean, wow,
Then
that is something. That is not natural.
so do
You know what else is
non-natural
not
things
natural?
turn to church?
Oh, you guys are. Okay, so clearly she's doing stuff. I don't know what. Well, the mouse. Oh, the mouse. Okay. You guys are really new at this, aren't you?
New at
Where's
what?
the bullets?
The what?
The bullet.
Sorry.
It was coming for me.
Isn't it in the
Um,
gun? Sorry, I'm not in touch.
No, she
Isn't it
shot.
in the gun?
She shot
She
the
shot.
bullet. Yeah, I magic hands it. Sort of.
I stare at you. You what?
I kind of, you know, pocketed it away for a while, so it wouldn't hurt
I-
someone who I didn't want bleeding all over in my office. Thank you very much.
I fling the beer bottle at John
Hey, your
Oh,
mouse is here.
because-
Stop it.
because my character's hoping to see if he'll magic finger it away.
No, it's. Don't do that. It's the bottle is not life. Don't make it life threatening. But the bottle was not an immediate concern. It's man, you wasted that beer.
You're doing stuff too. Like whatever I'm
Wait.
doing.
Oh, why do you think
And-
I'm not freaking out? I'm just more subtle about it. You don't do like things like this. Like I'm the TV's
Wait.
off, but
Wait, so you both can do stuff? I look at.
you're doing
Andy?
stuff. Look at your mouse.
I'm not doing anything. I just have a mouse who knows about Liberation Day.
Yeah, that's like that's normal. Is that normal to you?
That's not
I point to
normal.
the mouse.
And then it
This
shakes
is
the
your mouse. You got some.
Wait, so you're saying we're doing this?
Um, see, there you go. You're doing stuff. You're doing a lot of stuff. I am very surprised, even if I don't look at it.
Wait, so that means you've been doing this longer than we have.
Well, there's a reason I left the family all those years back.
Are you gonna explain?
Look, I don't know that much. Okay, I just got enough to know not to do things like this, and I'm like
I
static eyes on the people on yeah. Look,
I turn to church.
I'm not that much ahead of you. I just know that there is things out there, which is why I'm not so freaked out.
Andy,
Doesn't mean I don't know that much now.
is he telling the truth? Are you the one doing this on the TV?
Did it? She was going to shoot me. I had to get the word out there if I was going to die there in that office.
And back in the
Well-
hills, when we suddenly found ourselves in the car, was that me?
I think that was me.
So you can affect machines, he can catch bullets, and I talk to mice?
Well, to be fair, you also told that thing that bit me to put her down. Like it was a dog.
That sounds like a story.
So I'm a dog whisperer, while the rest of you are like the X-Men.
There
I
was
grab
something
another
in
bottle
the
of beer.
woods. There was something in the woods that attacked us, and he just told
Okay.
it to stop. It's in the
So you
video.
thought yeah, the video I was trying to watch until you got pulled through it.
Do you know that thing in the woods? Is it from the company? Sorry, the
Mhm.
factory?
I don't even know what it is. Which I
Does
don't.
your
Oh, it was-
family have... Yeah, go on, go on.
Well, Dad looked over the wound. He's a hunter. He says it was alligator-like, lizard-like.
Oh, your lizard people thing. Maybe this is where it's coming from.
Are there any lizard things that we were meant not to know about in the company?
Huh.
You know, in all the times I've seen people, they always say huh when they don't want to say yes.
No. This is like there's stuff happening. And I don't like where it's going. But I kinda have a feeling I know where it's going.
The realization, I turned to Andy. I think your boyfriend was right. I mean, why else will they try to kill him?
I mean, I assumed as much.
Dang, you should have brought Kat with us. I'm sure she'd know more about this.
Excuse me? No,
Well, she was
she's trying
fro-
to
she
kill
was-
us.
She tried to kill you. She was frozen in the air. You could have just duct taped her or something.
Somehow I don't think that'll hold her for very long.
Well, fine. You could have chained her.
You have chains? Anywhere
It's
in
a-
your office?
It's a factory. We've got chains everywhere on the factory floor, in the warehouse. When you
Disturbs me
think
how
we used to
fast your
haul-
mind is about this.
Well, I guess everything's just in hindsight.
Your family knows that you can do these things. That wasn't a question.
Probably. Yes. Okay, yeah, they do, kind of. I
Family
think.
knows people like you exist.
Well, I am their son.
So it's not inherited.
Well, I told you there are people in the world that aren't your everyday humans.
We're still people, right? We're not.
Oh,
We're not.
yeah,
We're not
sure.
like reptiles underneath our skin right now.
Nah, man, pinch yourself. You think you got any scales under there?
Well, I
You
never
don't.
checked.
You're not. Like, look, okay, your mouse bit me. I have no scaly stuff whatsoever. I've been at this a little longer than you. I'm totally human. Totally human.
So why wouldn't you want the rest of the world to know?
Honestly, it's just kind of more of a. I don't know how the others do it. I do know there are others. They all deal with it in different ways. I don't know much about it.
How did we start becoming like you?
Yeah, that sounds like a mission for knowledge, which I admittedly do not have.
You know more than we do.
I just know that there's stuff that exists, and I don't get too freaked out about it. Look, I didn't even know my family was doing stuff. So it's like, okay, you're asking a 3-year-old to teach a 2-year-old. Like, hi, yeah, ma, I
Trying
can
to
walk.
Zed. I was planning to talk about it in my next video, people, but I wasn't gonna mention that I could do it. I was just hoping for others.
Well,
I
I
just
know a
wanted
guy.
to see if you needed help. I look at Andy. But now I'm starting to wonder if we all need help.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do.
Look at John.
I turn to
Alright, so
John.
can you help us?
Look, we're in like the middle of nowhere, and the only big bunch of people like us are my family, whom
You've
we're
never
not.
met others.
Well, not in town, not here. In the big
What?
city, there are others. I think maybe, probably. I never really talked to them.
But your family, they never tried looking for others?
Somehow, look, I can only make guesses here. You got that? This is not hard evidence. This is speculation. Nothing that goes up on your blog. Because this is speculation or whatever, your website, sorry. I don't know what these things are called nowadays. I think they probably know others. It makes sense because like we are a family of. Okay, hold on. Stepping back a second. What's the right way to refer to ourselves? Like, what would I know how to call ourselves?
You can do you do recall the word sorcerer, like a family of sorcerers.
Okay, so I've heard it used. Okay,
It's used by your family.
so I get that. So my family calls ourselves sorcerers, right? Wow, great term, huh? But that's what I've heard them
Like
say.
in Dungeons and Dragons?
You play that
Andy,
game
you play that game?
with two totally different tones of voices, right? You play that game?
one
Anyway,
one judgy, the other one excited.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, sure, yeah, like whatever, magic, sorcery, yeah, that kind of thing. Sounds a little kitschy, but that's what they used, and I guess it does fit the bill. I mean, we do have magical power, sorcerer's powers, like little things, some not so little. I gesture at zoned out people,
And
and
how long have you known about this?
how long would I have known about childhood?
You've known it before you left. That there's. Do you wish to basically trigger a flashback?
Ba- yeah.
Do you wish to trigger?
Sure, let's trigger a flashback. Let's trigger a flashback, which I will actually partially narrate to our crew.
Yeah. For
So
the
you can do it. Go ahead, go Mars.
for the most part, they were like standard. The way that your family treated you is like they're ruthless business people. It's all about the business. It's all about like making sure that you continue the business, the family business. You were exposed to shady deals, a little bit of like under the hand stuff. Like typical some businesses. This isn't exactly a clean one, but the one thing that made you pause is when in high school. This was tail end of high school. You were heading back. You see them deal with a family, a child, smiling happily, shake hands. You don't know what happened to the child. this young child, at some point, they tried to. You do see like they were, most points, like pale. They were brought in places in the meat factory that you never would dare go. There are places in the factory you don't go to, places you avoid.
Mm. Okay, I relay this to my audience. I'll be like, when I was younger, blah 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 blah. So I've known since around then. It was back then that I made the decision to be less involved in the gritty details of what my family does. I didn't want to end up like a kid like that. So I sought to learn about our lineage and what we could do outside the family, which is why I eventually left. I was lucky enough to find, um, how do you say, persons who were willing enough to help me not ruin my life in figuring out what I could do. And then just kind of made a life for myself away until they called me back.
Why did you come back?
Well, I thought it was an olive branch from the family, like a chance to do something different. I mean, after all, am an adult now, and wouldn't it be just as easy to sell me, so to speak?
Tell you?
Like chattel or what's that word? I'm not sure. Like that kid I saw trading children like livestock. That's what I felt anyway.
So, your family was doing these things and now they've called you back to continue doing it?
They did not get to that point. I actually
You,
haven't gotten to talk to any of my
but you're
members.
not sure of this, right? Because you just got back.
Well, I'm sure not going to continue it.
And the HR person just shot Andy and her boyfriend, and you don't seem to know about that plan.
Well, no. That was a bit of a surprise. I did not plan on seeing anyone get shot in front of me.
So you're not really in charge of the factory, are you?
Well, no. I never said I was.
The family isn't setting you up to take over.
That I am not certain. I have. That's a good point, but at this point, I really just don't know what they're up to. Given everything we've found out, they're up to something.
I motion John to wait. I motion Andy to walk with me to the further side of the diner.
Yeah, go with you.
All I know is that you both nearly died. And glancing back at John, then back at you, if it's his family doing this and he's not really involved in all this, maybe that means he could help us stop it from happening again.
Could help us stop his family from trying to kill us?
From everything. That thing we saw in the hills, the the rumors about the factory, the stuff your boyfriend discovered about them. I mean, it's either that or we can't just run. My family lives here. My siblings live here.
Fine.
This
I think
may be
it's
the
in
armpit
both
of the world, but this is home.
I think it's in everybody's best interest if we could just, if they stop coming after us. But people are getting hurt. Reeves, and that I don't know. Reeves was talking about some other man that had gotten hurt in the factory. People are getting hurt.
I glance again at John. He seems lost. But I'm also weirded out that he's not as bothered. It's almost like this is a normal day for him.
Originally, I was going to put out stories until someone who could understand what we can do would reach out, but I guess we just found them. Just a matter of whether or not they're willing to help us figure things out. They don't sound like they're going to help.
So how do we... So what happens today? Do we just leave him here and head off?
He really wants to know more about his family, I think. Or at least, so things like this doesn't happen, we can see if they're willing to talk.
Well, if you need my... But I think whatever you decide about him will have to be your decision. I just showed up in that office.
Never been so happy that you did.
Well, your boyfriend's alive. Sorry, I should... Mouse! I called the mouse over.
The mouse
And
kind of pokes out
I
from
look-
under the
yeah.
blazer. It's like meow, meow.
And I motioned the mouse back to me. I motioned to Andy that, you know, whatever the decision will be with John, I'll support it. But I step aside to let them come to a decision.
So it's John, right? John Calderon?
Yeah. Yes. And you are Miss Church,
Andy.
I believe.
Andy Church.
Andy Church? Okay.
Something's happening at your factory. Your family needs to, seems to know more about what we're doing. Will they... I don't know what to do next. The only thing I was planning to do was, again, put word out there until somebody who knows what sorcerers reach out and tell us what to do, because I don't know what to do. But your family is a family of sorcerers.
Yeah. I don't know how the societies of... I'm not sure what they're called, you know. There are others not exactly like us either, but this is my family, so I would rather settle it myself. Now, if you put the word out there, I don't know, don't you think it's been strange that none of this stuff really hits the big news or what. Can't help but think that the people like us have a way of scrubbing it or, well, handling it somehow amongst ourselves. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Sorcerers do have a way of scrubbing it, then they can scrub all they want.
I'm not talking just
But-
about sorcerers, but yeah.
Zed and I, we just... How do we go on with our everyday lives knowing about this? Do we just go back to normal?
No. It's
I mean,
look,
the havoc that we could wreak for that type of people. And I still don't know how to stop this right now.
how did you start it? What? Okay, all right. Before this happened, what were you doing? I mean, let's walk through your history. Well, not history.
I had a gun to my head.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. But while that was happening, you must have felt something. You must have thought something and done something. Because this stuff doesn't happen without intention. Well,
Well, yeah, I intended to broadcast it to stop her from trying to shoot me.
so
So
maybe
do I just intend for it all to stop?
I mean, kind of works that way for me, sort of. You intend, you use your, I don't know, will, intent, thoughts. Everyone's got their own thing. You want to stop and say like, okay, I want it to stop, and you kind of try to remember what you were thinking, feeling. Look, I'm not exactly. I know enough how to do my thing. I don't know enough how you do your thing, but you can try it.
I want it to stop.
Okay. Mars, does that do anything?
No, as that there's this kind of realization. So you have a damnation effect right now, at least for with the way that's being told right now. There's a trade-off to the magic. The thing you fear that could be sacrifices. Something meaningful to you in which you cast magic in that moment in time, beyond your own survival. What is the most meaningful to you? Is it, getting the word out to be believed? Your father?
Getting the word out, yeah. Oh my god. My dad, he might be frozen as well.
You're trying to, do you have a phone that's tech enough to handle the computer? Like going access the internet?
In 2000
Early 2000.
No.
or 99?
2000, no. You need, something's nagging at you now. Something that you feel is taken from you. He mentioned about things about sorcerers. And in that moment, by the way, Zed's noticing the mice, looking around, almost cautious.
I approach the mouse, and I try to see what it's looking at.
It's looking at the door.
I raised my head to look towards the door.
There's shadow pouring underneath. It's not an open door. It's closed, but you can tell something's standing at the door.
I glance at the two. Are they still arguing?
They're still in a deep conversation.
Me being me, I approach the door.
Do you open it?
Well, the thing about Zed is he's still trying to embrace the fact that this is all really happening. He also is the type of person who believes if something was a danger, you could see it's a danger. Since I just see someone waiting patiently at the door, Zed is Zed. He shoves the door open and asks, "Can I help you?"
And you hear a voice on the end.
Oh my
Yes. I would like to speak to my son, please. You see familiar features.
Ugh.
And just as you hear that voice, John recognizes it.
Yeah, he goes like, "Oh." Is that my mom?
John, we need to talk. You and your friends.
Friends is a strong word.
And it says, oh,
Turn around
You're-
on what I.
and she goes, oh, I apologize for your website. It's gone now. And then she just casually says that as she turns over to John, a word with all of them to get things sorted.
You're Mrs. Calderon.
She is Mrs. Calderon.
What
Alright.
do you mean my website's gone?
There is a nice booth here. Fine, let's talk.
Alright? And this is where we will end the episode. as we cut here.
Oh!
A deep conversation with with Mother Dare. What happens next, we shall see. But your damnation actually procs something significant to you to get the word out. You lose your website. The entirety of it. Its entire existence is gone.
Oh.
Yes. There's a way to get it back, but it needs a really, really strong spell. But everything's still staticky now. With the magic you casted in the town, it lingers.
But no, we can't summon Zuck.
No. Oh god, the ultimate desire to help. Yes, yes. I hope. Oh my god, that's a lot of people watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the second episode. And next week is the last scene, the last session with the sorcerers. Let's see how much fun they're gonna do to have the other Accursed deal with their mess. So far, John's been trying to deal with his family mess, but it seems like everyone else will be dragged to this. So I hope you guys enjoy the conclusion of the first arc, and then the second arc with the other group, and then the week after that. So again, thank you for the support on Curseborne, and thank you for tuning into all these campaigns. There are more Curseborne campaigns happening in the OnyxPath, so do check it out. As well as if you want to support the system, you've been enjoying how the mechanics is, how the vibe is, you can definitely support in their Kickstarter. They're still reaching towards other goals, even if they've gone past 300%. 300? Yeah, 300%. They just went way past. They shot past through it, and they're still ways away from October for that. And also, just a heads up,
Huzzah!
the first episode, if you guys weren't able to see the first episode, it is fine. You'll be able to find it over at DenMotherPlays YouTube. Yay! So if you guys want to tune into the first episode, it will be on YouTube. And you guys will have to wait for a bit more before the rest of the episodes upload, but yeah, if you guys want to check it out right now, it's still going to be here over at the OnyxPath VODs. So yeah, thank you for the stream, guys, and thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next
Thank
stream.
you.
Bye!
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.